yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for there to see. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics. I'm your host, astrologer Jennifer Jennings. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. It is Jeff's birthday. Happy solar return, sweetheart. Working hard today. Maybe he'll be able to get off work early. I'm going to make a roast. Well, I'm not going to make one. I'm going to cook one. This morning, I just wanted to take a little bit of time and go back, Y'all go back for a hot minute and just remember yesterday, actually Saturday night is when it began with Sebastian. It's going to be a week long. It's a major transformation that has taken place with his public image. And his public image does have a lot to do with his father. That 10th house definitely has to do with your father. It does. I mean, I'm not making it up. It's just, astrology is an ancient language. It's a language. Before the stars were given names and called gods, we just, we knew that they were patterned for us to understand cycles in life. And that's basically it. Yesterday there was a major wisdom over Summer Wells. All day yesterday there was a wisdom that came over her. All day it was a 24-hour transit. And I mean, it could be even in transit this morning. I haven't looked yet. We're going to look at it together. But there was a major transformation that was taking place with her, and it had to do with hidden sex, other people's money, things that are hidden with the investigation. And there was a guy, I got notice yesterday morning, one of my friends texted me, April, and she said, "Have you heard about Austin Reed and that he is being questioned by the police?" This guy has got, I mean, I don't even think he's 21 years old yet. He's like 20. And he has pictures of little girls. I'm talking about if you have posted your granddaughter, your niece, or what have you, it's people like him that are predators. Whether he's done anything or not, it's sick, it's disgusting. The boy's got Facebook, tons of them, tons of handles on YouTube and TikTok, and it's about little girls. It's disgusting. So that was in transit yesterday, okay? So this that I was talking about Sebastian, I was like, write it down. This that I was talking about with Summer, write it down. If I tell you to write it down, that's what I mean. Write it down. Put it on your calendars. Test me. Test me. The proof is always going to be in the pudding. I may not know exactly how it's going to work itself out because I'm not God. I have a question. When you say a certain house is associated with your father or mother, what if someone is adopted? Does it revert to biological parents or the parents who chose you? Yes, both. It'll be so if I'm talking about your dad and your dad is going to be the 10th house, your mom is going to be the 4th. Adoption, we could even take a look at it, especially if you know your birth time, like Seth was adopted. So knowing his birth time, I could look into that ninth house because that ninth house is where the courts are. That's where the court would be. It's where your grandparents are. I would say that being adopted, it's definitely going to be still in that 10th house. That's your dad, and then the 4th is your mom. Anything having to do with the court's going to be in the ninth, or we could look to Libra. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, Smack Talker. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you were adopted also. And I think it was, that's why, some of us do have the birth time. Thank you, Kimberly. Good to see you. Elaine, good to see you. Good to see y'all this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Whether you're in the bushes or not, please hit that like button. It don't take but a second. Just hit it. Just hit it. Witchy Mama, Beverly, Charlene, Doodle Mom, Jilly B, Laney. Good morning. Yeah, it is sick, Jeff. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Good morning, Shanna, Cinderella. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, honey. So the thing about this live that Seth had, I have no idea. I mean, people may think, oh yeah, You knew it, Jen. No, I didn't. I don't. I didn't. I had no idea that Seth was going to go live. I had no idea. Good morning, Cajun. Good morning, babe. Good to see you. Good to see you. I had no idea. No idea. When he told me, I was talking to him on the phone. He said, "Did you get that notification?" I said, "Nope." I said, "Should I have a notification from you or something?" And he was like, "I don't know. Yeah." So I looked, and there it was. I'm like, "Good. This is the way that we're going to express it. Great, great. This is the way that we are going to express." And I say we, as an astrologer, to see the way that it's going to express itself is very pertinent to what I do on the daily. I want to see how things are going to express itself. And because I'm not God, I have no idea. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know, but I can think of different ways that it could express itself. And this isn't going to be the only way. This isn't the only way that it's going to express itself. But I think it's a beautiful thing to have a voice. When your voice is taken and you can't speak for yourself, you're chained up. And he bottled up. He's been bottled up. Seth has been bottled up for a long time. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. And I'm reminded that I have no idea either when Seth is bawling his eyes out. When I look over at Jeff and Jeff is bawling his eyes out. It's real, raw emotion. And if you've never had a child that goes missing, you have no idea. Well, he should do this and he should do that. And I expect him. You know what? Put your expectations down. Okay. This ain't about you. I had people texting me last night wanting to know this and wanting to know that. Look, this ain't about y'all. This isn't about me. And this isn't, Seth knows. He's damned if he does, damned if he don't. People accusing him of making money off the missing child. It's his child. It's his child. You want him to go to work? Do you? You want him to go to work? Be a productive citizen? Okay, well, that changed that day. On February 26th, that morning, that changed. His whole life has changed. His life has changed. And for people to act like, well, he just, he hasn't gotten over Katie, or I can't believe he called her babe. And you know what? You have a missing kid. Get on a platform in front of thousands of people who are knowingly looking at everything you do and say, how you say it, how your eyes are. People talking about he was drunk, Jeff. Can you believe that shit? That is hilarious. I've never seen Seth drunk. I've never seen him out of his mind. Never. I think if I've ever seen Seth drink, it's one drink. He can't get down with me and Jeff, okay? Let me just tell you. He can't get down. He doesn't like to be not in his right mind. He doesn't like to drink and drive. He's a lawful person. And for people to say what he should and shouldn't do, sit your ass down. Until you walk in his shoes, you have no idea. No idea. Before he could even get off live, they're streaming it, laughing at him, joking on him. But you know what? There's so many more people. There's so many more people that support him. Out of the 5, I would say, the handful of trolls that came into the chat, the handful of trolls. That was a lot more of us that support Seth. And you know what? To have an army, if you want to call yourself Sebastian's army, what does an army need? An army needs a general. An army needs somebody to direct them and say, hey, remember, I'm missing my kid. Please help me. Hand out flyers. That's all Seth has ever asked. Please, no matter where you're at, don't matter what country, what state, what city. Oh, Seth, can you please send me some flyers? Can you send me this? Can you send me that? Do y'all know that that costs money? It costs money. Well, Seth should be out looking for his kid. I watched Dolly last night. I thought I was going to puke. He's such an idiot. Dude is an idiot. And he's got all kinds of people following him thinking that he's somebody. He's an idiot. Well, Seth should, he should be with Katie and they should really, really. Seth should do this and he should do that. And that's his first mistake. He should shut up. Talk about people looking for Sebastian while he's sitting at home. He has his daughter. It's just a trip to me how many people have huge followings. And what do they do with those followings? What do? They trash talk. They make fun of. They act like they got all the answers. They're so wise. And he's not. I mean, he's just not. He's not. He has no wisdom whatsoever. How many times has Seth went out there and searched? A lot. Everywhere he goes, he hands out flyers. He does what he asks us to do. He has looked in the woods. He has looked at parks, not just here in Tennessee either. I mean, he ain't calling you, Dolly, to tell you everything that he's doing. You want to search for Sebastian. You think that you need to search. You want to tell Seth what to do, then you do it too. Let me see you. Let me see you out searching in the woods. Maybe Seth don't think that his son is in the woods no more. He asks us specifically every time to please hand out flyers. People don't want him making money. They want him to just sit there and starve. He is unemployable. You cannot have a missing kid and truly care, truly want to find that child and go to work every day. And it's easy for us to say that he should. We don't have a missing kid. He's grieving a child. He is grieving his son. He's mad. He's sad. He goes through all those grieving stages every single day. Some days, maybe he don't want to wake up. Some days, maybe he wishes he won't wake up. It's so sad to me that there is no respect. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why are you going to criticize him? How many have really actually searched? I mean, these are all little boys and little girls. That's the way that I look at it. They're little boys and little girls. And all I heard was Seth is just, it's all about him. It's me, me, me. Dolly, come on, dude. Come on, man. Talking about an ego. Dude has got an ego like no other. How long has he been following missing kids cases? Not long. Not long at all. I've been mapping the missing for many years now. Not Dolly. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's making money hand over fist, honey. Anybody that's going to talk about Seth making money, he's the only one that should be making money off of the back of his missing kid. If you want to say it like that, if you want to think of it like that, your priorities are jacked then. If you think of it like that, preparing for the holidays with your family, we're Seth. You know who his family is? His son. That's who his family truly is. Last year, what did Seth do? Jeff, what did Seth do last year? He was at home alone. And people talk about his Christmas tree being up and the boxes still yeah, yeah, you dumb dumb. He's not gonna take that Christmas tree down until Sebastian comes home. All of his presents are still there on his bed. They have not been moved. Exactly. The ones that are screaming about him making money have made the most off of his son. It's his son. If he wanted to sit on YouTube every damn day and talk about his son to us, Sebastian's army, he should. You think I'm gonna sit there and count how much money he's making? Are y'all stupid? Just stuck. Just too many people stuck on stupid, man. Exactly. He was home alone. Home alone. So while everybody else is enjoying family time, making fun of Seth, watching their daughter do little art projects. Oh, it's just all about Seth. It's just all about him. No, you dummy. It's about his kid. This is his kid. I'm just so tired of it. And there's no respect. And you got not only is there's no respect, but you got a bunch of juvenile behavior that really needs to be called out. These people are kids. They are grown with their age, but they're kids. It's kid-like. If you were not watching Seth last night and thinking about his broken heart, and you were thinking about you, what you were going to say, what you were going to stream about everything that he said, you got problems. You got problems. Dolly didn't even have a chance to listen, take it all in. No, he was streaming it right after, right before he ended it, and just gonna sit there in the back of his chair, just he's got family. He's got his daughter. His daughter's not missing. Well, if it was me, I would have taken Chris. No, shut up. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. It's we can all say what we would do, but you don't know. The only thing that I know that I would do is I would tilt the world. I would be crying and begging and screaming. And anybody that wanted to joke and make fun of me, they could. It's the least of my worries, and it's definitely the least of Seth's worries. It wasn't too long, people were like, "Oh, watch it, Dolly. He's already striking." No, he didn't strike nobody. He said he was going to, but he didn't. He don't care. Exactly. Who streams a man? What man? Okay. What let's say it like this. What man? What man, a true man, not a boy, what man is going to laugh at another man's pain? Exactly. He has to wake up every single day to the same BS, to the same nightmare that he can't wake up from. The same nightmare every single day, you know? Exactly. And how many people were dropping his Cash App? How many people were dropping his Venmo at the same time that he is talking about Seth, while Seth is saying, he's reviewing Seth and Seth is saying, talking about that, talking about people just, I mean, making money hand over fist, using Sebastian's name. People were more worried, where's Tony? Where's that night? Y'all got your priorities in the wrong place, honey. Where's Sebastian? That's the question. Where is Sebastian? Okay, yeah, just email me. Email me because it will cost money to send to get it created and to send it to you. It would probably be cheaper on you to order it yourself, to order one yourself. And I can give you links. I can give you places to where you can order stuff like that. It'd probably be cheaper on you to do it, to order it yourself. Yeah, just think about how much we panic if we misplace our keys. This is his son. No one can say how they would react unless they are in that situation. Exactly. Exactly. Where's Sebastian? That's the only thing that really matters. And there is a special place for him. That's true. Only miserable people. Exactly. Exactly. Miserable. Childish. Childish. He didn't even get off his stream. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing, man. Exactly. That is the only concern that they should have. And while they are streaming Seth and making fun of him, they're making fun of Sebastian's father. They're making fun of his father. Do you know I could stream right now and make fun of Katie? What kind of mother would I be? Because I don't know for sure that Katie's involved. I think she is. Are you gonna? So let me just. I mean, I'm just gonna ask this. Like, let's just be real here. Are we going to hang out and go look and talk to the parent who last saw your child? And you got a feeling that they could be responsible. You got a feeling that they could hate you so much that they would do something nefarious or remove the child from you. You're going to go and hang out and play nice with them. That's what Dolly's expecting, right? He's expecting that Seth, that's what Seth should do. You dumb dumb. He wouldn't do that. If his daughter went missing from his ex, he ain't going to do that. If he would suspect her, he's not going to do that. Why should Seth? Oh, Seth, what if this goes south? What do you mean if this goes south? Are you crazy? Well, they used to search together. No, they didn't. People have the facts misconstrued. There's so much misinformation out here. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to stand up for what's right. Every time I'm going to stand up for what is right. And what is right is that Seth should be allowed to express himself on YouTube. He's allowed to cry. He's allowed to scream. He's allowed to talk shit. If there's anybody allowed to talk shit about Katie, it would be him. It would be him. He spent many years with her. He knows how she is. And he knows what he knows in his heart. And his heart is aching. It's breaking. He has to have somebody to blame. If he's not blaming Chris and Katie, then he's got to blame the law enforcement because his son is still not here. We go through grieving processes every single day. When we are hurting, when we have pain and we have sorrow, we have grief that needs to go somewhere. The grief has got to go somewhere. Some days we're mad. Seth has got a loud voice. Jeff and I live in a holler. And let me tell you something. When Seth gets to going outside, the trees are mourning for Seth too. It's not just us, but the trees are in mourning too because Seth has got such a loud voice that it bounces off these woods out here. It's not easy to watch someone mourn for their child and they don't even know if they are if they're deceased or alive. And do you know how hard it is for Seth to come into a live and people talking about what their theory is, and if that theory that you are putting in chat is stating that Sebastian isn't with us anymore, do you know how hard that is to watch, to read? It hurts him so bad. People talk about, well, I had to step away. It was just so intense. It was just so dramatic. I had to step away from the case. Well, he can't step away. He can't. And then people want to joke about, his behavior. He said this and it was inappropriate and he said that. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to try to make people laugh. You got to try to make yourself laugh because who wants to be around somebody that is angry all the time? If Seth was angry all the time, and sometimes you might not hear from him. I might not hear from him. Jeff and I may not hear from him for a day or two because he's angry. He doesn't want to take his anger out on us. So he goes silent. And there's just a lot of things I think people are just not really realizing. And if they did, maybe they wouldn't be so cruel and evil. And maybe they still would because that's just who they are. Chlamydia and her crew, they're just trash. They're trashy people. Trash. Flocks together. And they stink to high heaven. Everything that they do and say. And then they talk about other people grifting while they're totally grifting. It's the craziest thing, man. Seth coming out and saying, "Hey, y'all be respectful. Be respectful of the neighbors. Be respectful of Chris and Katie's home." That takes a lot for somebody that's very upset with them to say that. And I think that what he was trying to do with the Katie thing is just say, "Hey, remember before Chris came around, you were a mother. What happened? What happened, Katie?" It's not like he had a script. They don't, he didn't have a script last night. So let him say what he needs to say, man. Let him say what he needs to say. Let him express himself. It is heartbreaking. I'm going to open up the panel. If anybody wants to come up and chit chat, you're more than welcome to. Thank you guys for wishing Jeff a happy birthday. Yeah, I mean, it's very ironic. Cajun, like, I've never seen it's just a bunch of stuck on stupid. They are trashy, just like CP and KP, exactly. That, just like them. And people they have their priorities in the wrong place. If you're talking about a father of a missing kid and laughing at the way that he is expressing himself and crying out, you got major problems. Major problems. Oh, Seth needs to go to therapy. You know what? So do y'all. I can see a lot of creators that need some therapy. Their husbands don't work. They sit there toothless all day. I mean, they're not working. Y'all wanna talk about Seth while you don't work? While your toothless ass is just sitting there talking about a man's child, his behavior and how his behavior should be while he don't work. Hey, he doesn't work. Cletus don't work. He has no teeth, don't work, and he's too busy in other people's drama. Like, dude, go get a job. Go get a job. Yes, he is always making money off of missing children, barely searching for them. Throws his drone up, talks a little bit about him, and oh man, he's the greatest thing. He ain't shit. I'm sorry. Don't come on here talking about Seth and think that I'm gonna give you a fucking pass. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And excuse my language on this Monday morning, but I'm not, I can't just be classy all the time. That hood's gonna come out, and I'm telling you, don't mess with Seth. Don't mess with him. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have big problems. Take your ego out. Stop worrying about how much money he's making. If he wanted to come on YouTube every single day and talk about his missing son and rake in the money, that's his job now. His job has changed. His job has now changed. The day that Sebastian went missing, his job changed. Now his job is to fight for Sebastian and for the future missing kids and the past missing kids. He's making moves that nobody knows about. Is there a handbook? Is there a handbook out there that tells Seth exactly what he should do since day one? If he should, talk to this one, if he should talk to that one. Seth has been burned so much. He don't know who to trust. He has been burned so much, he has no clue who to trust. He just doesn't know. Y'all feel free if you want to come up on the panel, if you want to talk, if you want to express yourself, as long as you're respectful, you can come on up. Moment you get disrespectful, you're going down. You're going to go downtown Julie Brown, but feel free. Even those of you that are in the woods, come on up. If Seth had his son, none of us would even know who he is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, Seth is joy. He was crying out to us the other day, and I'm going to try not to cry myself thinking about it. He said, I have no joy. Jennifer, I have no joy. My joy has been taken. So if y'all were to have heard that, if he would have put that same energy that he has with Jeff and I, if he were to put that same energy on his platform, it would scare y'all. But that's what it's like to have a missing kid. I said, let it out, Seth. Just let it out. And he yelled, I can't let it out. I can't let it out. That's what you don't understand. I can't let it out. It's still here. I'm still hurt. I'm still angry. I have no joy. My joy is gone. he told the story last night about when he got up in the middle of the night and he went to the bathroom and he had a memory that popped in. It was about Sebastian when Sebastian would go to the bathroom and then he'd run back and get in bed, and how he, would remember him running back and forth. Just, just small things, small memories that he doesn't even wanna share. He wants to share it with us. He wants to express himself to us, but look at what they do. They take his pain and they twist it and they turn it. They make it into a 2 or 3-hour live stream and they make tons of money. Tons of money. You got this creator making fun of that creator. Oh, and they put Seth or Sebastian's name in the title. It's a bunch of juvenile stuff, for real. It's very juvenile. Yeah, I mean, he went missing on her watch. Exactly. Every time something bad would happen, it's always on her watch. And you expect anybody who would expect Seth, anybody that would expect Seth Rogers to work with Kristen Katie, who is going to work with a parent that you think did something to your kid? And then just wait. Dolly's like, well, just wait. When the child is found, then. No, it don't work like that, buddy. Uh-uh. Put your money where your mouth is, boy, because that is not how it works. Wake up. Wake up from that dream. That's not how it works. Not in this case. Now, Layla Santinello's case, I could see that. I could see where the mom and dad should work because we all know what happened to Layla. We all know that her mom and dad didn't do nothing. But look, that's who should be, not Seth. The woman hasn't looked for her son because he is not missing to her. This is evident. This is obvious. It's common sense. Hey, Trishy, just popped in to say how touching it was to hear such a beautiful expression of love and dedication Seth has for his son that he shared with the world last night. Exactly. Thank you for your prayers. Right. He can't let it out because it's not going away. And making fun of his pain is so disgusting. And what comes around goes around. And I don't think they're going to have to wait. Cajun, I don't think they're going to have to wait for that karma to come back and bite them in the ass. It's going to come back around. And when it does, it's not going to be good. Yeah. What I find sad is some creators came in expecting to hear information, thinking he was going to tell them something. Exactly. Exactly. He is exhausted. Me and you, he is exhausted. He barely sleeps. And when he does, he has nightmares. And then when he wakes up, he's still in a nightmare. I mean, he had Jeff in tears the other night. And that's what a man does. He supports another man that has a missing kid. Jeff is a real man. He's not a boy. He has a job. Y'all don't hear Jeff sitting around here talking shit with me. You know why? Because he's got a job. That's what real men do. They don't sit on YouTube all day long talking about another man's pain. That's a boy. That's a boy, right, Jeff? If Seth wanted to sit on YouTube day in and day out and talk to us about what we need to do and rally us, that's what he should do. He's a grown man trying to find his son in any way possible. He doesn't need to be in the woods every day. He did that for months. He doesn't need to do that. Can you imagine going and looking in the woods every day for your son, wondering if you're going to find his remains? Are you goofy? Are you just stuck on stupid? You know what I'm saying? People are just stupid. I can't even call them ignorant. I can't feel sorry for them. They're stupid. Yes, he is a good friend. Jeff is a good friend. Jeff is a good friend. Seth always jokes and says prayers for Jeff because, he's Jeff is a good man. And to support me the way that he does, to support the work, to support Seth, to support, look, when you have when you are in a courtroom and you see Chris Proudfoot and his mother supporting a girl, and I got to call her a girl because she's no woman, suing Seth, and you are supporting that, they are supporting Texana in court. That is the weirdest thing. Nobody's talking about that, though. Nobody talks about that. Somebody in chat last night said, "Yeah, that's over." Is it though? Is it? Yeah, it's over for now. It's over for now. But it still is that will never come out of my head. I will never forget that. Seth didn't make $50,000. Seth's sister set that GoFundMe up for him. After a few days, it was very obvious that Seth was not going to be able to go back to work for a long time. Most missing kids cases do have GoFundMes. Chris was ready to go back to work a week later, ready to get on with his life. Life goes on. Let's go back to work. My kid's not missing. I can guarantee you, if Faith was missing, he wouldn't be working. He'd be doing the same thing. Only, really, would he? If that little girl went missing from Nina's house? If that little girl went missing from Nina's house, everything would be different. He wouldn't be talking the same game. He would not be talking the same game, would he? No, no. All these other creators out here that's got kids, y'all wouldn't be talking the same game. No, because then you would actually know. When Chris said, until you have a kid, until you lose a kid, dude, you ain't lost a kid. That's the problem. You ain't lost a kid. You can't put yourself in Seth's shoes because you don't give a shit. You know how hard that is? I can't imagine how hard it is for Seth. I cannot imagine how hard it is. Exactly. How would he know that he needed a GoFundMe? Because of your husband. Chris said, "What if it goes south?" What do you mean, what if it goes south? Are you stupid? Why are you saying that? That told Seth everything he needed to know. Yeah, exactly. How would Chris have known that court needed to be postponed? Mhm. Exactly, Cajun. But let's don't talk about that. Let's don't talk about that, you know? Hey, Uncle Taco. Yeah, Chris would not be he wouldn't be going back to work. Y'all think Chris is gonna go back to work if, Faith goes missing? No, no. You think he's just gonna work with Nina? Is he gonna work with Nina? Dolly, let me ask you this, Mr. Know-it-all. Mr. Know-it-all, while you sit back there in your chair and you work, rubbing on your Corvette and everything, looking all, you know, that's your job, right? Your job is YouTube, bringing in that money. What would you think? You think Chris is gonna work with Nina? Nah, hell no. That's a no-go. Yeah, that GoFundMe argument's the dumbest shit. It's dumb. Anybody with half of a brain cell, and it's us. Okay, if I want to give my money, if I want to give my time to somebody, then I'm going to. And all those dumbasses that are in these hate channels, paying them, paying them left and right while they talk shit about Seth, talk shit about grifters while they're grifting. Y'all are just really stuck. Just really stuck on some stupid here. He didn't make $50,000. And even if he did, do y'all know how quick that would go? It was 20. It was 20. And that's exactly how much Chris had his little girl, Texana, trying to sue Seth for was 20. He can't let it go. He's so damn mad. So mad. Well, Chris, you could have had your own GoFundMe. Katie, you could have had your own GoFundMe, but no, no. And they ain't worried about how nothing's gonna look. All Chris has got to do is open his mouth. Once he opens his mouth, the look is gone. Your any type of good reputation that you might have had, as soon as he opens that mouth, it's gone. The way he looked at me in court that day, Jeff, oh man, God, y'all have no idea. The way Chris looked at me eye to eye in court, oh hell no. He's got the right one. You got the right one, dude. Got the right one. Yes, power to the people. Yeah, power to the people. And anybody that doesn't respect a missing father, I mean a father that's got a missing kid that's crying to you, begging you, you got problems. Yeah, he's lucky we were in court. Well, he's lucky that none of us look good in orange. He looks great in orange. Not us. Not us. I'm not going down for him, but I tell you one thing, he would never talk to me the way that he's talked to these people. And he would talk to me like that one time. One time. And for anybody to think that Katie is controlled by Chris or that she's scared of Chris, y'all have no idea. No. She's not scared of him. She's not scared of him. He's probably scared of her. Probably scared of her. Yeah, Chris does. Chris will never be the man. He could never he wants to try to act like he's a man. "Oh, well, you can't talk to Katie without me because 'cause I'm a man." No, you're a boy. You're a boy. Anyone that makes fun of a child, especially after they go missing and you're making fun of Sebastian, you're a boy. You're a boy. Any woman that would allow? Do you think I would never allow one man ever to talk about my kid. Okay, I can talk about my kid, but don't you talk about my kid. I can talk about my ex-husband, but don't you talk about him. That's the way that Seth is. That's the way I am. If one of my kids went missing under my roof and my ex-husband suspected that I could have had something to do with it, do you think he's gonna work with me? You think he's gonna say nice things about me? Do you think that we're gonna be buds? No. Nope, not happening. Yeah, I think we have the right to express ourselves. If we are not happy today about some things, we should express it and we should express how we are happy about some things, right? Because I am happy that Seth got the courage to go ahead and just not worry about what other people thought and just tell us how he feels. Wasn't scripted, just coming from his heart, just, wanting to talk to us and say, hey, please don't do this, but please do this. And it is hard, it's hard to truly express everything that you wanna say when you know thousands are watching you. They're streaming you. It's not easy. It's not easy. When Seth said, "I've got all kinds of things going on in my head," he does. It's raw. Exactly. Uncle Taco, it was awesome. It was raw, and we need that. We don't see that from Katie. We don't see raw emotions from her at all. We never have, and that is the reason why there is a divide. Oh, well, it's this one's fault that there's a divide. It's that one's fault that there's a divide. You know why there's a divide? It's because Sebastian's missing. And there's one person that should be advocating for him like crazy, the one that gave birth to him, and she's not. That's a major problem. It's major problem, y'all. Yeah, last night, did you have to get out off Uncle Taco because it hurt you so bad to see Seth like that? Seth tries to hide it, y'all know that. I mean, he tries to hide it, but he just, keeping it bottled up so long, when you're bottling your feelings up for so long and you're trying to be, you're if I tell Seth, Jeff's not feeling good, he's gonna call and check on Seth, on Jeff. He every day he was calling and checking on me when I wasn't feeling good. You know how difficult that is for him to put his feelings aside, to talk to you about how you're doing, to be around children. People say, "Well, you should go and do this, Seth. You should go and do the D&D. You should go and do this." Well, how could he do that? How does anybody expect Seth to go about his business like he was doing before Sebastian went missing? How does anybody expect that? You know how they expect it? Because they don't put themselves in his shoes. He can't just go about his business like nothing's happened. He's got a whole kid missing. Holidays are coming up. Birthdays have passed. There's nothing for him to find joy in. All Jeff and I can do is just be a support system. "Hey, come over, let's play some cards. Let's get your mind off of it. Let's don't talk about none of that bullshit." I did finally beat his ass the other night. Well, it was like a week ago. I think I've saved my I need to frame it too because I finally beat him. Seth isn't dumb. He's very he's very intellectually intelligent. He's very intuitive. You can't get anything over on him. And when he was told that morning that Sebastian was missing, don't get mad. What do you mean don't get mad? Why not say, "Hey, bud, have you talked to Sebastian?" Why wouldn't that have been the first thing that you said to Seth? Okay, Sebastian's missing. You don't know where he's at. So you call the bio dad. Hey, man, have you heard from Sebastian? That should have been the first thing, right? Have you heard from him? First thing is don't get mad. Well, I mean, Chris knew that evidently, evidently, the evidence says that Chris didn't think, Katie didn't think that Sebastian was with Seth, didn't think that Seth would know where he's at because they didn't ask him that. It was, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Seth, but your son is missing. What do you mean, don't get mad? Not only am I going to get mad, I'm going to get even more mad because you told me not to get mad. I'm going to be infuriated. I'm going to be so damn mad. A 15-year-old, now 16, but 15 years old, and you don't know where he's at? In the middle of the night, he just goes poof. All of his shoes are here. You want to know what I'm going to do if this goes south? Are you scared, Chris? Are you scared that I'm going to do something if this goes south? Why are you asking these questions? It's common sense, guys. This is common sense 101. The last person to see Sebastian Rogers is his mother. Common sense 101. If we are not looking at Katie, Lynn Proudfoot, anybody that's not looking at her, you're a part of the problem. You're a big part of the problem because you are not applying the pressure where it should be. The pressure is not about Seth, how much money he's making, how much money he's not making, what he's doing, where Tony's at about that. None of that. None of that matters. What matters is focusing on the last person to see Sebastian, and that is Katie. Anything else is a distraction. We're distracting. And then once you start distracting, you're a part of the problem. You ain't a part of the solution. Be a part of the solution. Well, I think Chris, well, I don't care about Chris. I could give a rat's ass about him. Mullet boy. I could care less about where Chris was, what he was doing, how he was doing it, none of that. She is the last person. She is the one that gave birth to him. Where is your son, Katie? That's what I want to know. That's where my focus is. Where is he at? Where's he at, Katie? There's a reason why you got some lie detector tests multiple times. And Seth wasn't asked to take one. Chris wasn't asked to take one. You were, though, more than once. There's a reason for that. Yeah, the unaccountability. Exactly. Exactly. It's the That statement, how can Seth ever work with can you imagine? Okay, we've heard Chris talk. We've heard Katie talk. We've heard them. Let me ask you something. If you was a kid under the roof of Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot, as strict, as mean, cruel as they are, that's where the evidence is shown with their behavior, with their all of their interviews. We can look at them and we can assess that's the way that they are. If you were a kid, would you not want to run away? After being with that dude for 1 day, I would be gone, gone, running and not looking back. I would never look back. He's a boy. Chris is a boy. He's not a man. He's a boy. We're talking about a boy. He couldn't have tried to do any type of parenting because he was never home. He was never home. So, and when he was home, he was an asshole. A boy trying to raise a boy. Katie evidently had no clue how to raise a child. He went missing under her watch. It was her. Seth was at work. And people said, "Oh, he was in the garage for 2 or 3 hours." Are y'all goofy? Have y'all not ever been into a jail before? And have you not if you haven't been into Davidson County Jail, you're just stupid to say that. That's a stupid thing to say. It's not ignorant. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not holding back. It's stupid. Not using no common sense at all. You can't just go in and out of jail, go and sit in the parking lot. I mean, they got cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. You gotta be patted down. Everything is recorded. Everything is recorded in jail. You can't just scoot out and then come back in and nobody ever I mean at every door exactly. Exactly. I mean, god dang. You know, you can say one little thing on this platform and next thing you know, somebody has done twisted it and it's something else and everybody is going with it. Nobody does no fact checking. I mean, damn, Google is your friend. I agree. I agree. History does repeat itself. What she went through as a child. Yep. And she just doesn't have that nurturing energy about her. I mean, that's evident. You can't have a missing kid and not be crying and screaming. And, we've seen it. Those of us that have followed actual true crime, we've seen it time and time again. And we peg those people. We peg them just right. You know how we do that? Because they show zero emotion, zero emotion. And if people, yeah, I mean, look, if people were actually using their brains, Heather Ann, why would Seth go and kidnap his son when he's going to come and live with him? That's the dumbest shit. I mean, do y'all realize what all he had to go through to get the CPS records of his own son? There's a lot of things that need to change. A lot of things that really need to change. Seth shouldn't have had to go through all that to get the CPS records, but he did. Didn't stop him, all those hurdles, he went through them. Yeah, what exactly, why jeopardize the situation? He's not gonna do that. Anybody that thinks that he would have had something to do with is just stuck on stupid, they're stupid. I know when I had to call 911 for my husband, they had someone call my father-in-law to come over to watch the kids. Why didn't dispatch notify Seth on radio at work? No cell phones at work, I get yeah. Why not? Yeah. Why didn't they? Because it wasn't an emergency to them. And not only that, I'm sure that Seth was probably the last person they wanted to tell. And she could have, Heather Ann, she could have snapped. I mean, she's a redhead. She's got that rosacea stuff on her face. I don't know. I can just tell she's a quick-tempered woman. She's quick-tempered. She has that sweet voice, but no, she's not. No, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that at all. She wouldn't even let her son have a damn roll. I mean, he's 15 years old. Let him eat. Let him eat all them rolls, girl. Let him eat. So strict. I wouldn't want to be there. I could not blame Sebastian for running away, and I hope that that's what he did. I hope he ran away. I hope he's scared to call his dad because he don't want to go back. He's scared that he would go back. That's my prayer. I pray that he ran away. I pray that he ran away. I would run away if I had to be with that dude, man. I would run away so quick. Y'all know what I'm saying? Would run away so quick. Yeah, it's the real taco. Everywhere Taco goes, he's handing out flyers because that's what Seth has asked us to do. Hand out flyers. Yeah, I mean, is he just telling on himself? Yeah, everywhere. That's what Seth has asked us to do. So everywhere you go, and it doesn't, look, me sending y'all flyers is gonna cost y'all a lot more than it would if you were just to go and print them off yourself. It costs a lot of money to send stuff, and Seth was doing a lot of that in the very beginning, and it was very costly. When you're sending people bracelets and you're sending them flyers and you're sending them this and that is that adds up. Yeah, master manipulators. I don't either, Courtney. I have no idea. I have no idea. Hey, Kelly. Hey, everybody coming in. Good to see you guys. Hey, look, if y'all wanted to come up here, I'm going to open up the panel again. Feel free. Feel free. You don't have to show your face. All you got to do is just come up and click on the video thing. That way you don't have to show your face. Yeah, it is foul. It's foul what they do. They twist his pain. Gonna twist the pain into sorrow and make fun of somebody. It's a distraction. Look, it's a distraction. That's what they love to do is just distract. Let's distract. Let's look over here. Don't look over there. Look over here. And the creators that do that, y'all, they are so juvenile. They're so juvenile. They're so juvenile. Yeah, and visit my stand store. If y'all want a reading or anything, visit the stand store. Offer all kinds of readings. Sure do. Yeah, or buy me a coffee. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Buy me a coffee. Today it would go to Jeff. If I could give Jeff everything that he's given me, this house would be so full of presents. It's Jeff's birthday today. I know everybody wishes that they could have a Jeff, but he's mine. Yeah, they should. Yeah, they really are. I mean, look at who they've aligned themselves with. They want to talk about Tony? Or where's the green team? I don't see the green team. We were all in there. And we're not the green team. Okay. We're Sebastian's army. Get it right. Get it right. Get off the pipe. Get it right. Everybody needs a Jeff. Smack talker. You got an Uncle Taco. Yeah. Who does what he needs to do, right? He's not sitting on YouTube day in and day out talking. He's got things to do, right? He's got things to do. That's what most men do. They most men go to work. They don't sit toothless hanging out talking about parents of missing kids. Oh, I know you hardly come on here. I'm glad to see you guys this morning. And I mean, it's not easy either to be a friend of Seth's because what are people gonna do? Run you in the ground? There's so many people that y'all have never even heard of because that's what Seth does. He wants to protect those that he cares about. Because all they're gonna do is just run you in the ground. Right? That's all they're gonna do. Please read the comment. Oh, hold on. What am I reading here? Are you talking about the accident? The lady that CP told her they were in an accident. I don't remember that, y'all. That's sweet, Jeff. That's sweet. I don't remember that, guys. I don't remember that. That's wonderful. Yeah. Hey, Junie. Hey, babe. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Allegedly, he told that to a lady he met on a date at a bar in Nashville. Right, right. Now I remember. Now I remember. There was a rumor that Chris was talking to a woman at a bar and said that he had an accident and Sebastian passed away. I remember that. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Too bad. She was a date he met online. Yep, I remember that now. Dang, too bad we can't talk to her. I wonder if the law enforcement has talked to her. Like, did we ever did do we ever does anybody ever have that screenshot or anything? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Holly. Like, dude, go get a job. Go get a job, man. And those that think that Seth should go and get a job, y'all are stupid. How about you go get a job when your kid's missing? You go and work. Let your life just go on. Yeah, that's not the bar was the Patterson House in Nashville. Oh my God, let me put that on the map. Hold on, let me put that on the map. The Patterson House. Does anybody have a screenshot or anything of a woman saying that? I know that I probably have I don't even know. All my screenshots are everywhere. Let me put this on Sebastian's map, though. The Patterson House. I haven't even heard of the Patterson House. And I've been to some bars in Nashville. Let me tell you, the Patterson House. It is on 8th Avenue. Okay, so maybe I have been there. Hmm. Okay. Damn. That's my Cupid in Libra. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. I'm just looking here. Oh, Chris and Katie are right there too. Huh. Let me look at this for a second. Hold on. Interesting. Interesting. Y'all, we need to find that. We need to find that. I'm going to show y'all the map. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Hold on just a second. Let me open up my screen. Anybody wants to come up here, feel free to. Hold on. Let me show you well, I'll just show you the window. Chrome tab. Here we go. Let me see. Y'all see that? So there's Terry Bowersocks. What he hides in Libra is critical. This is about law and order and justice. So that's the Patterson House. Chris Poseidon conjunct Pluto and Libra. This angle brings Chris wisdom with law enforcement and the transformation with justice and balance with relationships. Ah, this is his Pluto in Libra. So that would make sense why he would say that Sebastian would be deceased in a car wreck, because that Pluto is a major transformation with the law. There is Katie. This is where her dark moon is. So a lot of darkness, a lot of disordered aggression with relationships that involves the law enforcement. Okay. Interesting. And that's me right there. My sun is faded with Cupid in Libra. I'm going to put this on the other one too. Stephen Crabtree's that dark moon in Libra. So remember when Crabtree was searching and he was tripping out? I had seen him to Mansker. He was in his boat and he thought he saw something and he tripped out. That same line that goes to Mansker Creek is right here. It's the same thing. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll put this on the other map too. Hmm. Interesting. I don't understand why he would say that. I don't understand. Hmm. All right, let me look at this. Let me go on to save map. Let me look at the other one. And that's the Patterson House. Hold on. I'm not looking at chat, y'all. Hold on. Patterson House. And I don't have this one as full as I did the other one, but let's see. Let me go back up. All right. Okay. Well, that's that. The bar was Patterson House. That's a trip. So do we have let me look back at chat. So do we have anybody that's got a screenshot of anything or let's see. Let me look back up here. Do we have a screenshot? So this officer behind Katie, there is something strange about him. Well, he is the car residents. Those are the people, that would have seen everything in the very back. And we've heard rumors about the people in front, the neighbors in front, Michael and Tina. We've heard people talk about the cars, Tabitha and Chris. We've heard them, mention, but we have to ask ourselves what is their ring cameras really showing, especially Chris's. Those people that are in the back, what is their ring cameras really showing? The law enforcement that they may not have told us. Yeah, we can't take this as facts. Don't know if it's true, but I got a clip on a spirit bot saying that Chris slept with. Oh, yuck, eh, yuck. It's very sketchy. It's just so much that's sketchy about that day that he goes missing. He did say something about the car accident. I remember that now. Yeah. She was in Justin's chat. That's right. Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for, Paige. Yes, 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 yes. I'm looking for anything that is going to remind us of who this person is that said that they met Chris at a bar at the Patterson house and he told her that his son was Sebastian and that he was deceased. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if you guys find it. My email, let me put my email in chat. Hold on. Just a second. Let me put my email here. See if y'all can. Here's my email here. See if that links up. Exactly, Heather Ann. I mean, it's that's true. And we have to look at that as evidence of behavior, right? Evidence of behavior. Their behavior is it's just telling it's that's their behavior is what has divided this case. If Katie had come out and she was screaming and crying, begging everybody, and she was still, begging us to hand out flyers and being Sebastian's advocate, an advocate for Sebastian, then nobody would have picked sides. It would have been people would have felt sorry for her. We would have come together for her, but we just didn't see that. And most of the time when we don't see that, it's because the mother had something to do with it. When the mother's not acting. I mean, even Quentin Simon's mom was crying. She was showing emotion, knowing exactly what happened to her kid. But she was showing emotion, and Katie is just not showing us any emotion. Not only does she not show emotion, but he doesn't. Oh, it's not giving you my email address? Dang. Okay, hold on. Let me try to figure this out. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Where's my email? My email. Just one second. Oh, okay. That link was not it. Okay, sorry. My bad. My bad, honey. Oh shit. What happened? You're talking to Chat GPT. Here's my email. Yeah, if that's true. Yeah, I mean, that is if that's true, but I would like to see like, I would like to see, I'd like to see us try to get in touch with this woman to see if the law enforcement has talked to her, because I don't remember if it was debunked or what happened, you know? I don't remember, and the fact that I don't have it on the map, I must not have thought it was credible, or maybe, it was just something that was overlooked, but I do remember it now. I remember exactly what y'all are talking about. Justin didn't say her name, he was protecting her. Okay. Okay. Exactly. I mean, if you act guilty, you're gonna get treated like you're guilty, and the fact is that Sebastian was last seen with his mother. Yeah, there's a reason why. There's gotta be a very good reason why he was not there. I think that Justin should, I would like for, if anybody talks to Justin, shit, I think I've got his number. I could ask him if he's talked to her since, and if the law enforcement ever talked to her. That would be very interesting detail to know, is if the law enforcement has talked to her. It was a oh, shit. Sorry, my phone just slipped. It was a Bumble dating site. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. A Bumble dating site. I see. I'm getting emails coming in. Hold on. Hold up. Gmail. Link to the article. I see, I see, I see. Okay, hold on. Let me get into my email. Let me pull this up for y'all to see. Okay, let me share my screen. Link to article right here. There it is. Can this be true about Chris Proudfoot? So this was posted March 12th, 2025. Yeah, thanks for sending this to me, guys. Thank you so much. Let me put my phone back up here. Put my phone back up. Let's see. Okay. Don't dox you. Don't worry. I won't. Don't worry. What I'm about to share with you is so jaw dropping. Oh, I don't even know what to make of it. Sebastian Rogers went missing from his home. He shared with his mother and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot. I don't think any of us can deny that there have been red flags, starting from those bite marks on Chris's arms to claims that Sebastian was beaten with a belt, his belongings thrown away, and his snake given away. Finally, he was about to go stay permanently with his bio dad and do homeschooling. So essentially, even his teachers and friends that he loves are being taken away. It's just heartbreaking to think about this, the way Sebastian must have felt. We just have shocking information that makes everyone look at Chris Proudfoot a little closer. He allegedly went on a date 2 months after Sebastian went missing with a woman he met on Bumble. There was a woman that was in a YouTube stream that commented she went on a date with Chris at a bar, the Patterson House. Looking at pictures of this bar, it looks very fancy and drinks are expensive too. This story gets worse. Talk to Chris. about his son allegedly told this woman his son passed away in a car accident about 9 to 10 months ago. The story was that they hit black ice, got into a crash, and his son passed away. At this point, the woman knew nothing about Sebastian. She saw the story on the news. She realized that it was Chris she went out on a date with. She took this information to TBI. Take a listen, and when you know, talked some last night, and this was about 9, half 10 months ago. Thank you, the Mad Hatter, the Mad Hatters. They got me tongue tied. I want to hear about this date. Well, this was about 9 and a half, 10 months ago. Oh, okay. So this is like his transcript. Okay. And then, I asked her, I said, well, where did you know? Did you go in Mississippi? Was it Tennessee? Like, where was this date at? And it was at a bar. It's like downtown Nashville. Oh, did he get sweet tea? Well, the Patterson house downtown. Yes, Miley's been in a role. I'm here for it. Yeah, that surprises me. But he didn't tell her he was married. Okay, and she did tell the TBI this. She got in contact with them months ago. So there's that. Huh. So wait a minute. Okay, so this, because usually, they'll say, oh, my wife died, or, was sick and died, or, that's a lie, blah, blah, blah. She said she got really hammered that night and he ended up leaving her at the bar. Interesting. Well, and I think it's just things like that we need to keep, oh man, this is a good Mercury retrograde, guys. This is a good metro. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is, let me put this up on the screen. Hold on, let me get Canva up so I can just use Canva to screen this. Hold on. I met Chris on a dating app and he told me his son died in a car accident. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to save this stuff. Let me save it. I'm going to show y'all what these ladies have sent. Hold on. Let's download that. Save. Okay. Save this other one. Save. Now I'll put it on Canva so y'all can see it. Hold on. Let me create. Okay. Now, let me upload this. Just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Where's my downloads? Right here. Hold on. Where did it go? Gallery. Jennifer, where's my downloads? Okay, here we go. Let me control open. Okay, now, let me show you all the screen. Yeah, this is gross. Okay, here we go. I'm sharing it. Window, Chrome tab. Okay. Here we go. So it looks like, Let me make them really big. Hold on. So she says, I met Chris on a dating app. Can y'all see that? Let me make sure y'all can. Yeah. This was crafts and paints. I met Chris on a dating app and he told me his son died in a car accident. I called TBI months back, but nobody ever responded to me. Well, that's what the TBI, they won't respond. They're not going to call you. Well, sometimes they do, actually. Actually, sometimes they do. I called them several months ago and nobody called me back. She met CP in a dating site. Crafts, send the screenshot to Justin. Okay, so that's that. There it is again. There it is again. Let me make it bigger. We went to the Patterson house in Tennessee. Okay. I met him about 9.5 months ago. We only went out once to the bar, but I remember him telling me he had a son who died in a car accident. I called TBI. He said he was in an open relationship. Open relationship. Okay. Huh. Let's see if she messaged. We went to the Patterson house in Tennessee. Huh. Wow. Okay. See what else she says. Right. Sure. I met him about 9.5 months ago. Only went out once to the bar, but I remember him telling me he had a son who died in a car accident. He was in an open relationship. Well, well, but might be getting a divorce. That's what she says right here. Might be getting a divorce. And this was a while ago. Wow. Well, I wonder if that's really you, Mr. Christopher, in chat. Do you know crafts and paints? Did you really go to the bar or is that just a rumor? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. The Patterson house. I've been to the Patterson house. I've had to have been. Jen, leave or take out? What do you mean, leave or take out? Don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, hun. But yeah, if that's really you, Chris, let us know. Let us know if crafts and paints. Well, did you go to the Patterson house? Can you answer that, Chris? Did you really go to the Patterson house? I'm just wondering. I think anybody that makes fun of I think that anybody that is going to make fun of a man who has a missing child is not a man. I'm just wondering, crafts and paints. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were in a bar telling a woman that Sebastian died. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were at a bar telling a woman That Sebastian had died in a car accident? It doesn't matter. It's probably not Chris. It probably isn't really him. It's probably just a troll. Nope, none of your business. Well, why are you in here? If it's none of my business, why are you even in here? Account created a day ago. Gotcha. Check his back page. Yeah, take a link. You're more than welcome. More than welcome to. Take the link, man. Do y'all hear me in chat? Jeff is saying he doesn't hear me. Jeff is saying he does not hear me in chat. But yeah, you're more than welcome to take the link, Chris. You're more than welcome. Okay, good. Y'all hear me fine? There's the link, Chris. If that's really you, come on up. Saying it's none of my business. Yeah, it's our business. It's our business if you're telling somebody at a bar that Sebastian is deceased. It's all of our business. I can make anything my business. So take the link, boy. Anybody that would go to a bar. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him at all. I don't think it's him at all. Yeah, truth is always gonna come out. It's always gonna surface. Yeah, I'm gonna make it my business. I've made it my business. Every day I'm looking for Sebastian. You think they left? Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. I think it's interesting though that everything that we have been told by the parents since day one needs to be reevaluated. We need to remember, just like when Justin was saying that he emailed Carter and Carter emails him back and Carter says, all I can say is a criminal investigation. It's an active criminal investigation. You know? Yeah, I don't believe you, Chris. I don't believe that that's you. I don't believe that that's you. Take the link. Take the link. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. If your mama let you, come on up. Your mama might not let you. Yeah, it's definitely not Chris. It's just a troll. Just a troll. Take the link. Take the link or shut up. Yeah. His mama won't let him. His mama is not going to let him. Not gonna let him. And who is this? Who are you, Daniel? Haven't seen you in here. I mean, whoever it is, definitely disrespectful. It's definitely one of those that I was talking about. Very disrespectful. Yeah, I agree, Uncle Taco. Yeah, either take the link or shut up. Take the link. Take the link. Okay, Daniel is legit. Okay. I'm just like what? What's what? My bad, Daniel. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. If anybody wants to take the link, you're more than welcome to. Just be respectful, is all I ask. If you wanna talk sideways, just don't take the link, have some respect, have some class, but feel free to come up here. Yeah, Chris doesn't know how to be respectful. When I saw him in court and we passed each other in the little breezeway thingy, oh, man, the way he looked at me, I thought, "Dude, you don't know me to be looking at me like that. You don't know me. I'm a little firecracker. I will jump." Yeah, it's not him. It's not him, guys. Okay, that's cool, Char. Thank you so much. Well, look, if y'all want to, yeah, if you want to talk about what you think with Seth's live last night, feel free. Feel free. As long as you're respectful, you're more than welcome to take the link. It's a sad day when there are adults by age, adult in age that don't act like an adult. It's a sad day. My heart breaks for him too, Diane. It was bad. It's been really hard. The longer that it goes, the harder it's getting for Seth. Um he's not able to just people say, "Be strong, Seth, keep your head up." Well, it's hard. It's very hard to do that. It's very hard. Hey, Daniel,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
What did you think about Seth's interview last night or his live last night?
His interview was sad. I can tell he's really hurting and that he just wants his son back. I don't think he is worried about Christmas at all. At the moment, he is worried about his son.
Yeah.
His son is a year younger than me, turns 17 next month. I am here for Seth. I am here for everyone.
That's what we need to do. We need to be here for Seth. We need to be here with open arms, open ears, and just allow him to express himself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Having a child, even though my children are in their 20s, I could never imagine having to try to hold it together and for
Yeah.
people to expect me to hold it together, for people to have their expectations on me. So difficult.
Wow. True. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a troll because that troll has been popping up everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the hate channels. I mean, they do nothing but
Troll.
they take Seth's pain and twist it for their own good.
Yeah, a lot of the people in your chat knows me. I'm in Wally's chat.
Yeah, I didn't meant no disrespect. I just hadn't seen you in here before, and I was like, hold on, now that we have this Chris Proudfoot coming in, I wasn't sure,
Oh yeah,
you
no.
know. But I appreciate the support. We are Sebastian's army, and we do need a general.
Mhm.
to remind us, hey, please pass out flyers. Because it doesn't matter what state, what country, we could be that one. We could be that one to talk to somebody and go, hey, do you know that he's missing? Oh, I've seen him. That could be, we could be the one to bring Sebastian home and didn't even know that it was something that simple that we could
Mhm.
do.
Very true. And I also have the chat open on my phone as well. So
Okay, cool.
I can see some people saying my name and saying hi, hello back.
So are you local, Daniel?
No, I'm in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And see, it could be you. It could be you that brings Sebastian home. All you got to do is just go to your local stores and ask them, "Hey, have you seen him?" A lot of times people want flyers sent to them, but it's going to be cheaper for you to take the flyer to Staples or whatever you have in Canada, let them print them out and just take them to places. It's so easy to do.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take, just make it one day that you do that. And that one day could be the day
Like
that
there's
everything falls into place for Sebastian, you know?
in Canada here, there's two other kids that went missing here in Canada. One named uh what are their names? My friend oh, a boy named Samuel Bird who went missing and he got found deceased. And another boy named Darius who still hasn't gotten found yet. So like kids everywhere go missing. It doesn't matter whether it's in the US, whether it's in Canada, whether it's like anywhere. Kids go missing all the time. And kids who go missing, they need our help.
That's right. They sure
All
do.
these parents want is for their children to come home.
That's all. That's it. There's no joy. Seth said, I have no joy. And I understood that. I understood that. When you
And
watch,
lots of people were bashing him. Lots of people were bashing Seth. It's like, no, don't be bashing Seth.
they have nothing better to do than to bash him because that's how they make money. They make
I
money off of Seth's pain.
I
Yes, Diane,
guarantee you
I do
I
have a
guarantee
sign.
you as well that CP had carried Sebastian out of that house that Sunday night. He because that's same though there's been a lot of trolls with the name CP coming on to different channels and a lot of people are saying how that Sunday night that the Sunday that Sebastian went missing, Chris had taken his camping trailer or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure um all these CP accounts that keep on popping up are saying, oh, he Sebastian ran away. No, he did not run away. There's no way.
Oh, are you DJ from Seth's Live last night?
Yep,
Okay. Okay.
yep,
So you were saying in the live last night that you were also autistic.
yep.
Okay. And so you can relate with Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
And can you relate with Sebastian as far as living with someone that is militant? If you had to live in a type of military way, how do you think you would handle that?
I'd probably be scared. It would be scary and hard. Because people with autism, like Sebastian who has autism and me who also has autism, it would be like we see a world from a different perspective. We don't see the world in the same eyes as everyone else.
Right.
So it's a lot harder for us to understand. So I believe what Sebastian is going through, I believe it's very hard, like very hard for him.
What do you think about Sebastian having to be in such a strict environment?
Mm,
Or having to,
I don't think he would like that. I don't think he likes that.
yeah,
That would be very overwhelming for him. Um, he, I think he would have a lot. He would be very overstimulated.
yeah.
Like very overstimulated.
Sebastian is, he's now 16.
He's going to be 17 on December 7th.
Yeah. Yeah. Smiley says, I'm listening while driving and not go live. He wasn't talking about me. Okay, driving. Okay. Well,
What is Veronica saying? It's him. He is the real.
yeah, she's saying that you're the real deal. We all hope that Sebastian is going to be found soon. And I mean, we just have to do our part, when Seth asks us to please hand out flyers, no matter where you're at. It could be you. It could be you, the one that brings the
Yes.
sweet boy home, It could be you.
How can I get flyers? Because I would really like to do that. I want it. Because
You
since
just
I
go
have autism as
to
well,
the
I think
FBI. Just go to the FBI site and take your phone and ask, go into a place that prints and just ask them to print you, 5 flyers, and then you'll walk out with the flyers. It's that easy.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay, Smiley. Smiley says, sorry, I meant to say it's crazy how people go live after what he said and then say it's not me he's talking about. Yeah. Yeah. It's something else. Anything that we can do to create awareness for Sebastian, bring some
Yes.
positivity, bring some positivity, bring, what I do on this channel is a lot different than other channels. I'm an astrologer, so I'm looking for Sebastian in that sense, using that tool. And I'm in a study. I've been doing this for years and I'm going to continue to do it. I think I'm only getting better. The thing about it is the people that will talk and twist a man's pain and turn it into something that it's not while they are making money off of it is just so immoral. I just don't see how people I just don't see how people can sleep at night and think that they're doing a good thing.
Charlene says we have adopted Daniel. He family.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
well you're a friend. You're a friend over here, Daniel.
aren't you in Lolly's chat, Jen?
I have been in Lolly's chat before, yes. Not as much as I don't go in many people's chats. Just I might go in if they're talking about Sebastian. I may go in and say hi, and then I jump out. I don't stay in chats that long, but only because I'm so busy doing my own thing over here with astrology that it takes a lot of my time. Astrology takes a lot of my time. So, Daniel,
Yeah.
you're a very intelligent young man, Cajun says. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Veronica says, yes, we have adopted Daniel. She's agreeing. Too cute. Too cute, y'all. Thank you. In my opinion, KP has many of the characteristics of many of the other women who have done bad things to their children. Susan Smith, Diane Downs, Letitia Stout, all, yeah,
Like a lot of the streams I've been watching, like honestly, some of the audios of Sebastian's mom being all worried about the property. Like, why are you all worried about the property? Why aren't you more worried about your own son?
right. And we try to make sense of that. We try to make
Exactly.
sense. I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubts for so long, and it's hard to not go there because of her behavior.
Hmm.
Her priorities. Why are you not worried? Why
Like,
is she not worried about where her son is instead of property lines? I agree, Daniel.
it's so confusing. Like, if you're not worried about your son, you're not a real mother.
I agree. And we have the right to that opinion. We definitely have the right to our opinion. Did any of you hear that CP was court-martialed? I didn't.
No, I was not.
Court-martialed? No.
Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah. Daniel gets it.
Yep.
He
See,
understands.
plus people with me who have autism are very intelligent and smart. We are very smart. Yes? No. No, I did not get to get a. I I am not in high school at the moment, but I will never get to get an actual high school diploma because some of the courses and some of the schools I've been at have been very difficult. I'm not in a regular program. I've been in special needs all my life. So, but I'm I love following streams like these to help children out. These children need to be these children need to go back have to be back home with their parents. All Seth wants is for his son to be home and safe.
That's right.
Sebastian is probably wanting to be home for his birthday.
Well, yeah, yeah.
For all we know, have you heard about that girl that went missing as well? Or I can't remember if it's Summer Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people were talking about how Summer. Some people were talking about how Summer and Sebastian ended up with Summer somehow, and they could be in a basement somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if that's actually true? And CP or his mom is not saying anything.
Right. He could definitely be held up somewhere. I mean, we just don't know. Everybody has a theory as to what could have happened. I mean, Katie did say on that interview with Heather that was leaked, not too long ago, that she doesn't believe that he's close. And if he is close, he's in a basement. Why would she think that? Why would she even say that? Why would Katie even say that she thinks that Sebastian isn't close to home? And if he is close to home, he's in a basement.
Exactly. That wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, why couldn't he be in a basement? And it's like, is she giving us some truth to that? I mean, why is she even saying that?
Exactly.
Why does she not think that he could be close? That 50 professionals might have one of those professionals may have overlooked Sebastian. She doesn't know. I followed cases before where, 4 or 5 years later, they find that person in the same area where they searched. So that is not unheard of.
Yeah.
And as Charlene said, Daniel, I don't have grandkids. Can I be grandma?
Okay. Now I got 3 grandmas. There you go.
Yeah, where's this basement, Katie? I mean, it makes you wonder, like, what? What?
Yeah, where is this basement?
Yeah.
I will fly out there right now. I will buy a plane ticket right now and fly out there and find Sebastian myself.
Yeah.
I don't care how long it takes from Canada to get to Texas. I will go and find him myself.
Do you think that having experience with being autistic, do you think that it's possible that Sebastian could have ran away without shoes in the middle of the night?
I don't think so. Highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten to points where I've tried running away from home and I always put on my shoes. And
Yeah.
but I don't know for sure how tall or how small Sebastian is, so I cannot if CP is strong enough and he picked up Sebastian and carried him out, that would make more sense. No, Sebastian wouldn't just run away without shoes.
Right. No.
There'd be no way.
Yeah. I'm not buying it. If you're gonna run away, you're gonna run away with shoes. Unless he was running for his life, and if he's running for his life, then he would have been screaming and yelling and the neighbors would have heard him. They would have caught him on camera. And we just don't know. We don't know what was going on at 3 a.m. We don't know. We just have no idea. They say that there's no evidentiary value, but we don't know. I mean, it's hard to unsee the lights. And then she comes out and she says that he left with a flashlight, and it was a little bitty flashlight. You wouldn't have been able to see anything.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we just don't know. We don't know where he's at. We don't know.
No.
Don't know. Yeah, he's gonna take money. He's gonna take money. He's gonna wear his shoes. Gonna wear his shoes.
Yeah,
Apparently they could have been seen on camera. They could be building a case and just waiting for that one little connection to make an arrest. We just don't know.
Well, they need to get moving along quicker. They're so slow on this case. It's what are they doing? Do you got a piano tied to you or something?
Right? Me and you
It
says, good
couldn't
job,
be.
Daniel.
It, thank you, me and you. Hey, me and you, you're in Lolly's chat too. Good to
Daniel, you're
see
always
you.
welcome over here. We appreciate your opinion. We appreciate your support all the way from Canada. And, the fact is that Katie was the last person to see Sebastian. And so I feel like the focus needs to be on her. There needs to be pressure put on her. That way we can understand more about what really took place. There's things that are just not being, they're we're missing a lot of information. We're missing a lot of time.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, Junie is asking, how many autistic kids do you know who would leave their video game behind? Not many, let alone their shoes. It's very
Yeah,
suspicious.
no. I I could never leave my video games behind or my shoes. Uh-uh.
Yeah. I think that that's where the divide has come from, is the behavior. We, the people, took note in the very beginning, and you always do when kids go missing. We take note of behavior of the parents. Immediately, we begin to judge. We begin to judge them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's human nature for us to do that. He didn't take his phone. He didn't take his games. He didn't take his shoes.
Yeah, like
Yeah, he would have called Seth.
if he would have ran away, he would have definitely taken his phone with him. There's no doubt about that. I take my phone everywhere with me. There is no way I would leave my phone behind.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna take that phone. You're gonna wear shoes.
Call
And
your
it's
dad.
yeah, you're definitely yeah. And the fact is that they didn't ask Seth when they called, hey, have you talked to him? If my kids weren't here, that's the first person I'm gonna call is their dad. Hey, have you talked to them? Have they confided in you? Are they mad at me? Because look, there was a time period, my son, I think he had turned 18 already. Hell, he might have been 19, but he had turned 18. I think he turned 18 already. And I woke up and he wasn't there. And he had a car. His car was broken down. But I didn't know where he was, and that's the first person that I called is his dad. And he said, yeah, I went and picked him up.
Yeah.
I went and picked him up. He's not happy with you. And we had to have a talk. But I respect my son to calling his dad. He didn't run away. He just called his dad and he needed out. He was not happy with me about something. And kids, as a autistic child, you very well know that when you're growing up and you're going through, you're going through puberty. I mean, going through 15, 16 years old, your body
Yeah.
is changing, your voice is changing. There's a lot of things that are going on that you may not can express the way that you may want to.
Yeah.
As a teenager, things change. You get older, you get a little wiser, you see things for what they are, you see people for who they are.
I mean, okay, so I'm talking about puberty for a minute. I'm going through second puberty. I'm transgender, so transition from female to male. I'm on hormones, and like my voice is still changing and stuff. Like I understand what you're talking about with the puberty.
Yeah. And it's not easy, especially in the world that we live in today.
And it's especially not easy for us who have autism at all.
Right.
We go through a lot of emotions. We go through what's called an autistic freak out. Like we have temper tantrums. And and I I believe Sebastian has been through autistic meltdowns like me. I go through
Sure.
autistic meltdowns. I've punched holes in the wall from getting frustrated so easily.
And that is something that is difficult for parents to understand or to deal with, especially military family, like Chris and Katie, that expect him to act a certain way. And when he doesn't act a certain way, if he
Eh,
were to have a meltdown, how are they going to handle that? How have they
exactly.
handled that in the past, Yeah. And the court
Charlene
case was
says,
coming up. Yeah, the court case was coming up about Faith. And CP did not want Sebastian around Faith. That's true. I mean, he said that.
Daniel, I live in Texas. I have cows and other animals. Do you like them? Yes, I love cows. I definitely love cows. I actually went to in Canada. We have mountains here in a province called British Columbia, and me, my sister, and her kids went to BC, and we actually went to this place where we got to buy ice cream cones, and then we got to pet cows and stuff. They were so cute, even baby calves.
Yeah, they are super cute. We
I
have
love
cows
any
here. I
I
don't
love
have
any
cows.
type of I love any type of animals. I actually have a hamster.
Aw,
Hey Jen, can I show you guys my hamster?
sure.
Okay, just hang on, you guys. I have to get him. Alexa, turn on light. Okay.
She said, Charlene says you would fit right in. We have cows. We don't personally have cows, but there's cows all around. And when we take drives, I'm always talking to them.
What a good boy.
We have
There's
chickens.
Mr.
Aw,
Otis.
what's his name?
His name is Otis.
Otis?
Yep.
Too cute. Oh,
Say
Otis.
hi.
You're just a sweet baby. That
You're
is so
famous
sweet.
now.
Smiley says, I'm on rewind. Happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you, Smiley. Thank you, honey. Yeah, and the horses. We talk to the horses too. That is too cute. Otis is too cute. Do you let him like run around or does he
um,
just stay
I
caged?
do. Yeah. Um, I have to keep a close eye on him. I have to have my door shut because we have a cat, and he would definitely become cat food if my cat ran into
Yeah,
him.
yeah, no
And we
doubt.
do not want that.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you're
Too
cute.
cute, Daniel. Aw. What do you think about Sebastian's, you know, he had snakes. He had puppies. What do you think about him leaving everything behind? He wouldn't
He'd
he
be
wouldn't do that.
he'd be sad.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he'd be super sad.
Yeah.
I
Like
think he'd be really sad with them giving away, taking
I
his animals away, taking the snakes away.
I'd be very sad as well.
Jeff says, I'm listening, but I'm going back to work. Thank you, everyone, for being here and supporting Jen's channel. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, honey. Sebastian will be found. We will never stop praying. God loves his children, all children. That's right. That's right.
And guess what? If Charlene is still here, guess what, Charlene? I also adopted Lolly as my YouTube mom.
That's
Have
sweet.
Yeah, have you Jen, have you met Lolly?
I have not met Lolly. I have spoken to Molly, Holly, Lolly, Molly, Holly. I've spoken to her, but that's about it. Something hit me when Daniel mentioned hormones. KP said Sebastian was mad about getting a mustache. But all of early pictures, Sebastian looked 10, 12, not a teen going through puberty. And there could be reasons why that Sebastian would be upset about having a mustache. I mean, I'm not going to get into all of that, but I mean, we've just got to use our brain, think outside the box. You know what I'm saying?
It could
Because,
be it could be a sensory issue too.
yeah,
Because it's still hard for me having facial hair, even though I was the other gender before. It's still hard for me because of the sensory issues I have. Like even with clothes, I have to have baggy clothes on because I don't want to feel restricted.
yeah. Aw, she says, Charlene says, I set by pull and feed cows, snacks. We talk to them. Sweet. Sweet. Not too long ago, we had cows get out, and we were driving down the back roads like we do in the afternoon sometimes, and there was cows out. They'd gotten out. They'd snuck out. They were on the
And the fact hearing about CP apparently being in a bar and saying that Sebastian is deceased, no, I don't think he's deceased at all. There is no way. I think he's just trying to scare everyone to try to stop the case.
I don't know. I think that, the silence from Katie is what I think in the very beginning is what really took everybody by surprise. The silence. And then when she did go and, go on to different channels and talk about Sebastian, it was on YouTube. It
Uh-huh.
wasn't, she wasn't going out. She wasn't putting herself out there and begging for the public's help. And that's something that you see with missing kids and their mothers. They're just, they're distraught.
Yeah.
I would be distraught. And yeah, Diana, it definitely could be associated with the custody hearing for Faith. Charlene says, Daniel, I know you love Lolly. We all do. She's a great mom.
Yep. Exactly. I agree. I totally agree. She said she's been having trouble with her Gmail. Like she can't respond to anyone's Gmail. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's very weird.
I don't know if Gmail is having issues or something.
Huh. Don't know. Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. It's Jeff's birthday today, so I'm going to try to do, get some supper going and I don't know, relax a little bit. I just wanted to come on here today, and I'm glad that you came up, Daniel. You are always more than welcome to come up on the panel with me. I run a different type of channel over here. It's different. I'm talking a lot about astrology and the things that we can look forward to. Like this week, we were observing and looking for different things to be going on with Sebastian, and it didn't disappoint. We got Seth talking about his son. That's what's happening. And there were things going on with Summer yesterday. There was a boy there's a boy called Austin Reed. If you look at Facebook and you go into the search bar and you do Austin Reed, you're going to see that there's a boy, Austin, who has a YouTube channel. He has a Facebook, he has a TikTok, and he has little girls. And he's talking about little girls, how he loves little girls, and he has Summer Wells in his profile picture.
Excuse
And
me.
there has been that was what was going on with Summer. When I was asking everybody to observe things that would go on with Summer, that's what's going on. So I don't know if this guy's been arrested, if his phones were taken or what have you, but and there
That
was
is
a lot
just
of people that he
creepy.
had. So when you share, when you share your kid's picture on Facebook or any other platform, you run the risk of that picture being captured and then people sharing it out, especially, the sickos. Well, this boy, I think he's like 20 years old, and I don't know what type of mental health problems that he has, but the police have did go to his house. So I want y'all to check that out. I don't want to show it on my channel because I think it's pretty disgusting. It's very gross.
Yeah.
I don't want to promote any of that, but if you do want to see what was going on with Summer yesterday when I was asking everybody to watch that, that's what it is. That's exactly what it was. So it's sad that it wasn't anything greater, but who knows? I mean, maybe they confiscated his phone for a reason and that could lead to Summer. We just don't know. I think that her mother, again, just like with Sebastian, her mother was the last to be with her, the last to see her.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, she's the last person. And I think that those people really need the focus on them. Anything else is a distraction. We're going to see a bunch of channels come out. They're going to make fun of Seth. They're going to twist the pain. They're going to do that because they are juvenile. They do have mental health problems, and there is a major mental health issue going on in the world anyway. I try to have compassion for everybody and their opinions, but it's really hard to have compassion for somebody that makes fun of a man's pain. And one man to make fun of another man and their pain they're not a man.
Yeah.
They haven't grown up yet. They haven't. They're still in a juvenile mindset, very juvenile. I'm talking about grade school juvenile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know grade schoolers that would be so hateful and evil and just no compassion, no empathy at all. I don't even know children that are like that.
Do you go live every day?
Mostly every day. Yes. And you are more than welcome to join chat anytime.
Well,
Most
actually,
definitely.
someone from Lolly's live stream is gonna ask Lolly for me if I can become a mod, because I'm actually a mod in a couple other channels and a few channels on YouTube, not just kinds like these, but a lot of different types of YouTube channels, and I am so excellent at being a mod. I am so quick when I know when when it's a troll account or not. So as soon as an account pops up, I go and check, and if it's like a couple days old, you know if it's a troll account.
Yeah. Yeah, like the one that came in with Christopher Proudfoot today. That was definitely a troll. That was not him. And if it was him, he definitely didn't want to take that link. Whoever it was didn't want to take the link. So, they're cowards. They're cowards. Yeah, I mean, if you start to come in the chat and you're able to, then we'll make you a mod here, Daniel. Okay.
Do you have an email?
I do. It's jennifertjennings@gmail.com. Jennifer, I'm going to put it in here, Jennifer T. Jennings at gmail.com.
Wait, can you type it in the studio chat?
Uh-huh.
Just so I can type it in.
Yeah, exactly. Little kids don't even act like that. And we're going to see that. We're just going to see it because you know what? No matter what Seth does, people are just they're going to be themselves. They're going to be juvenile. They're going to be grown. It's just, and it's sad that they will have thousands of people in there watching and giving them money to make fun of Seth. It's so sad. It's just so sad that it makes me have sadness for humanity.
Mm-hmm.
How do people, grown people especially, do that? How would a
Exactly.
man, how could a man call himself a man and make fun of when Chris made fun of Seth, like, how can you do that? And think
Yeah,
that
no.
it's you.
You should never do that.
Yeah, it's
Especially
so
to anyone.
right. Anybody. But I appreciate you, Daniel, coming up here. I appreciate everybody in chat. I appreciate you guys listening to me, even when I'm not talking about astrology. And when I am talking about astrology, I appreciate each and every one of you. Your time is precious. You could be anywhere doing anything, and you're right here with me. And that's amazing. Please support Seth, support him finding his son any way that you can, any way that you can, any way that you see fit. If you want to go on your channel and you want to talk about Sebastian, you want to show his face, you want to talk to people, do whatever you can to help this man, to help Sebastian's army. But we do need to hear from Seth. You
I
know,
I actually want to go live on my main channel too, but I don't have enough subscribers.
well,
I want to
I'll
talk.
subscribe.
I want to talk about this type of stuff.
Can you drop your link in the chat?
Oh
If you
yeah.
can just drop the link in the chat and we'll go and sub up. Yeah, drop your link. Anytime you're in the chat, just drop your link to your channel and we'll push it and we'll try to get you more subscribers so you can express yourself. And I think that that's something
okay,
else
now
too
I
with
just
autism. You need that.
I just logged out of my other YouTube. What's the name of your channel again?
Astrology for Mystics with Jen. Astrology for Mystics with Jen. Just, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Drop it and we'll go subscribe.
Okay. No, but I have to search it up on my other YouTube, and now I can't remember it.
Here, let me drop my link. Hold on. Let me drop it for you.
Yeah, type it in on the studio chat.
Let me see if this is gonna pull it up. Hold on. Here's my link. Yeah, we are Sebastian's army. We're not the green team. We are Sebastian's army. And we have a general. And he spoke last night and he told us again, please hand out flyers. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. Oh, thank you, Tay. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we didn't know. Charlene's saying she didn't know that you had one. God bless you too, Janet. Thank you, babe. Thank you for the blessings. Thanks to everybody.
I found
Jeff,
it.
happy birthday. Yeah, drop that link and we'll sub up.
Okay, I just found it.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm just going to go into the chat.
I think it's very important, especially any people with autism need to be able to express themselves and feel safe doing so. And feel safe doing so,
And then here is the one that I'm on.
Okay. Yeah, drop it in chat. And thank you guys for supporting Daniel too. Yeah, you can speak out without shame. Exactly. There it is, y'all. So go sub up to Daniel. Let's get his subs up. The more videos, Daniel, that you post, even the shorts, just a little short video or whatever, it'll help. It'll help get your channel up.
That's my backup one. Did I put my main one in there?
Yeah, the more that Seth he's got to express himself. We can't expect him to bottle everything up. We just can't expect that and expect him to remain healthy. He's got to be talking about his son. He's got to be talking.
Wait, I put my main one in there, right? The Minions one, the DJ Minions.
Do what now?
I put my main account in there too, right? The DJ underscore
whatever account that you want to build. Whatever account that you want to build for your channel. So let me find it. Hold on. Why do I not see it on my? Hold on. Well, I'm not seeing it now.
Here's my main account. There.
Hold on, I'm not seeing that. Well, I don't know why I'm not seeing that link in chat. Are y'all seeing Daniel's link?
That's so weird.
I agree, Veronica. I think he needs to go live more and more. I think he does. No matter what. I mean, no matter what he does or says, people are going to have a problem. Yeah, people aren't seeing your the link for some reason. Huh.
That's so weird.
That is weird. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Let me go on. Hold on.
If you go live tomorrow, I can send you both links to my main one and my backup, and then that way,
maybe it's because he's not a mod. Let me see if I can. What can I do here? Let's see. Well, shoot.
Oh, there's one that popped up on screen.
Yeah, it's on the screen, but it's not. Let's see. How can I show it? What's the handle on it? What's the handle? What's your YouTube handle name?
At DJ underscore autistic underscore cool bro.
DJ autistic. Hold on. DJ.
Yeah, the one with the blue hat on, the one with the hat on.
Okay, let me try. I'm trying to find it for you.
That one's my backup, and then my main one, which I have 9 subscribers. I need more subscribers on my main one too. Is at DJ underscore minions underscore 2025.
Let me see.
Oh, I have 11 subscribers now. Sweet.
Okay, me and you got it. Okay, cool. Thank you, me. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. There it is. Okay, hold on. I'm going to it. Subscribe. Now you got 14. I just hit this button. Thank you, darling. Thank you, me and you. Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, guys. Y'all have a beautiful rest of the day, and don't let these haters get you upset.
Thank
Focus
you
on the
so much.
goal. We got to focus on the goal. What's the goal? The goal is to hand out
To
as many
find
flowers as
Sebastian.
we can. Yes, to talk to people about Sebastian, and that's it. That's it. That's the goal. All right, Daniel, you have a good rest of the afternoon too, and I will be talking to y'all soon. I'm going to end this stream with Sebastian's anthem. All right, y'all have a good day.
Love
Y'all have-
y'all.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. I'm going to end this stream with Sebastian's anthem. Bye, y'all.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise